There is baseball again in our nation's capital as MLB 06. The show comes to you this evening from spacious RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. as we get set for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, Thursday Night Baseball will wrap up this four-game midweek series as it'll be the Florida Marlins taking on the Washington Nationals. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Dave Campbell and the Wonder Dog Rex Hudler, I'm Matt Vasgersian as we get set to bring you the call on what should be a good one here. And Soup, we turn to you first. What are you going to be keeping an eye on most in this one?
Well, it's always exciting to watch a guy that has both power and speed, and Alfonso Soriano certainly fits that bill. Last year was another great one for him as he went 30-30 for the second time in his career. Expect him to leave his mark on this ball game.
All right, Dave and Hud will join us shortly, but let's get to our new era Caps starting lineup as the visiting Florida Marlins align like this. Chris Aguila is the leadoff man. He's in center field. Number 32 will bat second and play second. Following him is the first baseman Mike Jacobs. Miguel Cabrera will bat in the cleanup spot and play left. Wes Helms will bat fifth. He's at third base. Next is Jeremy Hermida. He'll be out in right field. Matt Trainer is behind the plate. He'll hit seventh. Then comes the prized shortstop Hanley Ramirez. Josh Johnson will be on the mound for the Marlins and bat number 9. And they'll be opposed by the veteran right-hander Brian Lawrence. Lawrence, a former 15-game winner with the Padres, was shipped to Washington after a 7-15 campaign in 2005. With an ERA approaching 5 in a pitcher's park, a change of scenery might have been a good idea. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. Young Chris Aguila at the plate to get us started as we are just about ready for baseball.
Chris Aguila.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And now he runs up to bunt and drops one out in front of home plate. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled. Number 32 will stand in for the first time here.
Kevin Tyler.
First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one.
And that's where you want to keep things early in this ball game. Pound that outside part of the plate.
Cutter low, 1-1. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Tucker is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Mike Jacobs will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. Now here's the first pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. Ball one.
And he's not afraid to run pitches inside on hitters.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Miguel Cabrera will step in, and you see where he enters play in the National League batting race. And this is off the corner and low, ball one. 2 out here and a runner at second. He's set, now the pitch. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Looking for that corner, but he's just missing.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hung that one out there a bit, but it's a called strike, 2-2. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger and the side is retired. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game. And the starting lineup for the Nationals reads as follows. Marlin Anderson will lead things off and play first base. After that is the promising young third baseman Ryan Zimmerman. Next comes Alfonso Soriano in the unfamiliar position of left field. Jose Guillen, the right fielder, is in the cleanup spot. Then comes Brian Schneider. He'll be behind the plate. Jose Vidro will bat sixth and play second. Michael Tucker, the center fielder, will hit in the number 7 spot. Damian Jackson will bat eighth and be at short. Brian Lawrence is on the mound. As you've seen, he will bat ninth. Josh Johnson gets the ball to face them, and I think the one key will be how aggressive he is on the mound. He's got to get the ball and go right after hitters because he can get into trouble when he nitpicks and falls behind. And in the field, Rawlings will show us that the Marlins will align themselves as such. Marlin Anderson will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Marlin Anderson.
And that misses low and away, ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Matty brought that fastball right in his kitchen, and he couldn't get to it.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Boy, and this is not a guy to dilly-dally with. They need to go right after him.
Spins and pulls this one down the line at first. Foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Ryan Zimmerman will step in, working on a nice 5-game hitting streak.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Hard hit to third. A dive, but it's by him for a base hit. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And here's the left fielder, Alfonso Soriano. Lays off the slider. Don't know quite where that missed, but it's 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. 1-0 pitch now. Grounded to third. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and none left. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital with no score. Wes Helms leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Wes Helms.
Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
And let's see if that sets up the outside corner now.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. Got him to swing under that one. It's 2-2. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
Boy, and this guy Schneider is such a smooth operator behind the plate. He sets up away here, and that's just a great two-strike pitch.
Jeremy Hermida will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year.
Jeremy Hermida.
First pitch coming. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Trying to backdoor him, but it stays outside just a bit.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. Foul. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now.
Well, take a look. It seemed to me he was expecting something off speed, but you see how well he adjusts to the fastball there.
Matt Trainer digs in at the plate.
Catcher, Matt Trainer.
And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. And this is taken for a ball inside. Don't know exactly where that would have missed, but it's 1-1. Swinging a soft liner towards first. But this is speared by the first baseman. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And at the plate is the young shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. In there, no balls and a strike.
Working the inside corner with the fastball. Let's see if they stay right there.
From the stretch. And that misses. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. The throw to third. But too late, and he's safe at third.
No hesitation that time, rounding second, as he's going to hustle all the way to third on the base hit.
Josh Johnson will get his first opportunity now.
Josh Johnson.
And here's the first pitch. And this one gets away. That could be a run. It is. High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0. Just got a piece of it as this is chopped foul to the backstop. Here he comes on 2-1. Swinging a high pop-up, but this will be playable over in foul ground. Zimmerman will put this one away, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Marlins on top, 1-0. Jose Guillen will start things off in the bottom of the second. And that misses, ball 1. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, they tried to pull the string on the changeup that time, but it looked a little like the arm action might have given him away there.
Ryan Schneider will step in, working on a nice 5-game hitting streak. First pitch on the way. Ball 1.
And after a very economical first, let's see if he mixes things up a bit.
Fouled back. A runner at first with no outs here. In for strike 2.
Few pitches to play with now. Let's see if they can get him to fish at something.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and a good hitter stepping in the person of Jose Vidro. And a foul ball straight back. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Spins and pulls this one down the line at first. He'll go to the bag for 1, but they'll only get 1 as he's in there at second. Michael Tucker will be the batter.
Michael Tucker.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
And he's going to need to rein that one in a bit because he'll get beat if he keeps leaving pitches up.
Here comes the 2-0. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Damian Jackson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Yeah, Matt, he made him throw a lot of pitches. That was a great at-bat.
Damian Jackson will stand in.
Damian Jackson.
And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0.
Yeah, and he'll lay off there and just take what's given to him.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Jacobs at first. He'll take care of him, and the inning is over. So no runs here, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 2 full. Florida's out in front, 1-0. Chris Aguila will step in, and you see there he's had his troubles away from home thus far. Ball on the ground to second for Vidro. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Number 32 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Dive, but it's just past his outstretched glove for a base hit. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And here's the young first baseman, Mike Jacobs. And this is ripped down the first base line. 1 there. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Miguel Cabrera will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time. Too low, 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Not much you can do with the fastball there. Good eye.
.2-0 on the way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Tucker has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Marlins lead this one 1-0. Brian Lawrence makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Matt trying to work the fastball in on the label. That was a good pitch.
The pitch. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
Come on, make him earn it.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. And that is into right field, a base hit.
Boy, you've got the pitcher down 0-2, and he comes back to get a knock off you? That's one where you just want to go behind the mound and take a bite out of the rosin bag.
Marlon Anderson will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. Here's the first offering. Lined into left center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And now this will rattle up against the fence.
Well, back-to-back hits here to open the inning. They're setting themselves up to do some damage.
Ryan Zimmerman will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. In there for strike one.
Yeah, good late movement. Just did catch that inside corner.
He's ready now. The pitch. Here's a ground ball to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Alfonso Soriano will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. First pitch coming. In there, and it's 0-1. And, a ball outside apparently. 1-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Jose Guillen is on deck. The 3-1 is on the way. In there, and it's full 3-2. Big cut by Soriano there, but he comes up empty and he's down on strikes. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and here's the powerful Jose Guillen.
Jose Guillen.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
And this thing starts out a strike. That's a tough pitch to lay off.
Fouled back. And there's ball 2 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Brian Schneider would be next. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Thought that might be a pitch he could get on top of.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Hermida is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Wes Helms will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Wes Helms.
First pitch to him. In there at the letters, 0-1.
He's got to drive that fastball the other way.
Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Fouled straight back. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts now. This is not shaping up to be a night to write home about, that's for sure.
Jeremy Hermida will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. And that misses inside 1-0. That's by him for strike one.
That was a Linda Ronstadt fastball. Blew by you.
And he throws a cutter right by him to take control 1-2. And the catcher will just let that one go by. That's through to the backstop for ball 2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Matt Trainer will be next. Now a ball lined back over second, and that'll get down for a base hit. Matt Trainer will dig in here.
Matt Trainer.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
The infield's at double play depth here, Matt, as they look for a ground ball to get him out of the inning.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And he's just saying, here's my fastball, try and hit it. Got him in an 0-2 hole now.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Hanley Ramirez will take his cuts now.
Hanley Ramirez.
In there, 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And now a ball yanked down the third base line. Foul. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Marlins leave one on to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Brian Schneider will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year.
Brian Schneider.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One pitch on the way. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Good discipline there.
Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
This is a guy you don't need to get cute with up there. Just go right after him.
Swing and a line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit.
Well, you want the guy leading off an inning to be a catalyst and get on board, so now they've got the possible go-ahead run on first here.
Jose Vidro will step in, and you see by the numbers he's been a much better road hitter thus far. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Yeah, let that thing go. Still got a couple more strikes to play with.
And this will be chopped foul back to the screen. Now a ground ball to second. This could be two. And that's past the diving infielder for a base hit.
Putting the pressure on to open up the inning. Back-to-back hits here, and now they can really look to capitalize.
Michael Tucker will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. And a ball 1-0.
And this works in the outer half of the plate in, but it runs a bit too much.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He'll come in with that thing, but guys won't chase down there.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And the runner is in from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores. Damian Jackson will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. And that's in there for strike one. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is fouled straight back. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
And here it is again. He thinks the thing's low, but you can see pretty clearly that this thing comes right in at his knees. That's a good call.
Sergio Mitre will come in and pitch now. Brian Lawrence will stand in, and you have to figure that he'll likely be swinging the bat now. He's set, now the pitch. Now a ball that's flared into no man's land behind first. Marlin Anderson will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Marlin Anderson.
And waiting for him to call a strike, but he never did. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. And this is at least close to the inside corner, but it's ruled a ball. 2-1. Runners are at first and third, one away. Here's one hit towards the hole. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there. So a runner at first with two away, and digging in is the young third baseman Ryan Zimmerman. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Pause, now the pitch. On the ground to third. Throw on to Jacobs at first, he'll take care of him, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Washington leads this one 4-1. Sergio Mitre will be the batter.
Pitcher, Sergio Mitre.
Sit this guy down.
First pitch coming. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Got to shorten up your swing now and try to protect the outer half.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. One away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th, and standing in is Chris Aguila, the center fielder. First pitch on the way. Now a hard liner towards short, but the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away. Number 32 will dig in, 1 for 2 thus far.
Kevin Tyler.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
And he's starting to get up there in pitches now, worth keeping an eye on.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
Now at 2-2, you don't need a strikeout. Just make sure as a pitcher that he hits your pitch.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Mike Jacobs would be next. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and no one left on. Home half of the fifth coming up. Nationals on top, 4-1. Alfonso Soriano will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. On the ground is second. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. One gone for the Nationals in the fifth. And here's the right fielder, Jose Guillen. Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings over the top of it, but chops it foul back to the backstop. Big swing by Guillen, but he comes up empty, 2 strikes.
And down 0-2 at the plate. Can't try to do too much here. Just try and shorten up that swing and go the other way if you have to.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well, he's made it through 2/3 of these 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Let's see if he can set them down in order.
Brian Schneider will step in. Singleton came around to score his last time. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Yeah, and he'll look for something a little higher here.
Now a ball lined toward right center. And that's going to get down out there. Around first, heading for second now. Jose Vidro will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. First pitch coming. And a good pitch there as this ball's popped high in the air out towards second base. Number 32 is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 1 base hit, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Nationals lead it 4-1. Mike Jacobs will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
Matty got him looking for the hard stuff out of the gates, and he swung right through it.
Now the pitch. And he goes the other way and hits this ball high in the air and deep to straightaway left. Soriano has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Good start to the 6th as we take a look at his line. 5 hits allowed, but they've led to just 1 earned run, so he's been able to pitch his way out of danger so far.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Late swing as this is laced down the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Wes Helms will dig in, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts thus far.
Wes Helms.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 on the way. In the air to right center. And that'll fall in between them.
2-out single here as they try to mount something. They've been kept off the scoreboard since the second inning, so they could use a little 2-out magic right here.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring forth the youngster Jeremy Hermida. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Good idea trying to work the outside part of the plate with the hard stuff.
And he misses again, 2-0.
And in a close ball game, I think you let him throw you one here.
2-0 count, the pitch. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
When he's on, a pitch like that will take the sting out of your bat.
Swinging a high chopper. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Nationals are out in front here, 4-1. Michael Tucker will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Michael Tucker.
Hit hard, but it is just foul, so he'll have to try and straighten that out a bit. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back.
Let's go yard on this one. Come on, out of here.
Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. Damian Jackson will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Damian Jackson.
And here's the first pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. And that'll get down out there. Ryan Church will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Washington. Number 19, Ryan Church.
Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
And the infield's ready for the bunt should that sign be put on right here.
And look out. Oh, that got him. And any time you hit the pitcher, you're asking for trouble. Marlon Anderson will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Spin and a throw back to second. Pretty close that time. Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And the runner will score from second. Ryan Zimmerman will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Line hard into left. And no shot for Cabrera as that falls for a hit. And now this will rattle up against the fence. Now 2 runs have scored. Chris Risa will be the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 44.
Alfonso Soriano to try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. At the knees, strike 1. 3 runs already home here. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 0-2 now to Soriano. And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. A run is in. Jose Guillen will stride in, grounded out his last time through. First pitch to him. In the air to left. Cabrera will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Brian Schneider will step in now.
Brian Schneider.
Right there for strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Hermida is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. Washington leads this one 8-1. And a new pitcher coming in is right-hander Luis Ayala set to take over. Matt Trainer will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through.
Matt Trainer.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Boy, stretching that strike zone a little. That's what experience can buy you.
And this is popped high in the air to the left side. 1 gone. RFK Stadium here at our nation's capital, alongside Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you all the action. Hanley Ramirez will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first offering. And a called strike on the corner. He didn't like that call. I don't blame him.
And that strike zone's starting to expand a bit here in the late going.
Good change up there as he takes command. 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
And he buzzed him with that one a bit.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, a no factor up there with that swing. He was way late on the fastball.
Lenny Harris will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
For the Marlins, number 10, Lenny Harris.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a strike at the knees. More like at the shins, but it's 0-1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
No need to panic down 0-2. Just need to focus on making a little contact.
Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. And no one will get this one. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
And a good two-strike pitch. Make him go up and get it.
Here it comes. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. Throw got him at first, and a spectacular play that will end the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. It's stretch time here in our nation's capital. The Nationals lead it 8-1. Nate Bump will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here.
Nate Bump.
Jose Vidro will stand in. He popped out in his last time.
Jose Vidro.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
And like we mentioned a few minutes ago, that strike zone keeps getting wider here in the late innings.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a bullet to the right side. In there, a base hit. Michael Tucker will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Michael Tucker.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Boy, and that is just the definition of hitting your spots.
Fouled straight back. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Now a ground ball to second. This could be two. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. Damian Jackson will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Boy, and they would love a double play ball right here.
From the belt, the pitch, and there's ball one. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Ah, and that puts him in a pretty good hole now.
He's ready now, the pitch. And this is lined right back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Couple of guys on base here as they look to perhaps get a few insurance runs here in the late innings.
Luis Ayala will stand in now, and we'll see if the sacrifice will be on here with one man out. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Nationals are out in front here, 8-1. Chris Aguila will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Chris Aguila.
First pitch is a slider, called for a strike.
Pretty nasty there. We may see that again before too long.
And a swing as this is hit the other way out toward right field. Guillen has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Number 32 will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, second baseman, Kevin Tyler.
First pitch on the way. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw gets him 2 down. Mike Jacobs will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Mike Jacobs.
Starts him out with a slider too high for ball 1.
Might have thought about it for a second, but he laid off.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up out in front of the mound. Vidro is there, and the side is retired. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Washington leads this one 8-1. Marlon Anderson will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Matty's living dangerously by working his fastball up in the zone like that.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple. Ryan Zimmerman will bat now. A couple of hits in 4 trips, including a double.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Yeah, most guys aren't looking changeup to begin an at-bat.
Comes set, now the pitch. Line to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. He'll come to the plate with it. Alfonso Soriano will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame.
Alfonso Soriano.
a fastball called for strike one.
And he'll just live on the black right there.
Just off the plate and high, ball one. One and two now as this catches the outer half. Hit hard to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Jose Guillen will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame.
Right fielder, Jose Guillen.
And here's the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And past the diving infielder, that's a base hit. Brian Schneider will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. Swing, hot shot to the left side. That's in there, base hit.
Well, and he's on base again here with 1 out, as that's his 3rd hit of the game.
Joe Borowski has a tough assignment here with the bases loaded and 1 away.
Number 48, Joe Borowski.
Jose Vidro will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Jose Vidro.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Yeah, nowhere to put him, so a good job of getting ahead here with the bases loaded.
One and one. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Misses, ball 2.
A few more inches in, and that's a pitch he'll turn on.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a hard-hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, that's one of the benefits of being a switch hitter. It doesn't matter who they call on to face you, you'll always have the advantage.
Michael Tucker digs in at the plate.
Center fielder, Michael Tucker.
And, oh my gracious, where did that pitch miss? It's called ball 1. The next pitch. Fastball at 88 that time, a ball and a strike.
Yep, calling a fairly wide strike zone here.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2. The 2-2 coming. Now a swing and a hard hit ball back through the box. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Well, that was a good count for a slider, but I think he sniffed that one out because he was right on that thing.
Damian Jackson will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Infield at double play depth as they look for 2 to try to get him out of this.
And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Might have wanted to go up and get that one, but wisely laid off.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they score 4 times on 6 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. Last chance for romance. Nationals on top, 12-1. Miguel Cabrera will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Miguel Cabrera.
Fouled back. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Schneider gives the target the 1-1, and he misses 2-1.
And he'll sling that thing across the strike zone, but he can't nip the corner.
Three and 1 now. Wes Helms waits on deck. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Well, he knows he's going to get something good here with a 3-ball count, so he's just looking for a zone, and he delivered.
Wes Helms will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Ball 1.
And he'll run that sinker inside and keep guys from diving out.
And he takes a cold strike 1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Soriano is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Jeremy Hermida will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. First pitch to him. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
You know they'd love to get him something he could hit on the ground here. Maybe get him out of the inning.
Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2. A look at Cabrera, now the pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Now batting,
Matt Trainer steps in now.
Matt Trainer.
Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Schneider is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Boy, and a good pitch to end this thing as he just couldn't get enough oomph behind that swing.
So Washington puts forth a good effort as they're victorious here. And Dave, let's go back to our majestic play of the game.
Matt, let's take another look at the real turning point here. A couple of men are going to score as this one goes for 2 bases, and they would put it on cruise control from here.
Time to hand out upper deck player of the game honors for this one. And guys, I think we can all agree that this fella right here deserves it more than anybody that took the field in this one.
Yeah, Matt, a 3-hit ball game for him, and a couple of those were key hits as he swung the bat very well in this one.
So that brings us to the conclusion of this one. For my colleagues Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler and all of us here at the show, this is Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for joining us here this evening. Once again, our final score, Washington is victorious in this one, 12-1. This has been a presentation of MLB 06 The Show. For more, log on to MLB06.com. Good night, everybody.